Okay, we have another beer coming to us from the famed Great Lakes Brewing Company, which is out of Cleveland, Ohio. We've done several beers from this great brewery, most of them really, really good. Been a little while since we've done one from Great Lakes, but this is Commodore Perry IPA. Their standard IPA coming into us at 7.5%. It's an English-style IPA. We're going to serve her into this shaker glass, or whatever you call it. I guess it is a shaker glass, possibly. 87 on Beer Advocate, which is very good. 93 on Rate Beer, which is even better than Beer Advocate. It bodes itself as a medium-bodied and well-hopped beer with dry and fruity aftertaste. And Commodore Perry was a hero from the War of 1812 who battled the enemy on Lake Erie. So there you go. I don't really know much about the history of the War of 1812. I know I probably learned it in high school, but we more, were less focused on the American Revolution and then the Civil War. And the War of 1812 was just like a hiccup, basically, or at least something that didn't quite saturate my brain for whatever reason. Great Lakes Commodore Perry changed its label recently, as a matter of fact. And it's funny because I picked up a mix of six at a local supermarket here, and it actually had the last label of Commodore Perry and the new label of Commodore Perry on the shelves. So I said I was going to pick out one of the old labels before I realized that it was expiring soon. Actually, it expired the day of, at least the best enjoy by date, expired the day that I got it. And then I looked over and I said, I'm not familiar with this label. So I looked in the back and it is a newer beer, so this is a lot fresher. Obviously, and not set to have a drink by date until, well, it looks like July 24th of 2015. It's currently June 1st, so we're within that range. Actually, this says 7.7% ABV, so maybe they changed the recipe around a little bit. Not positive about that. There is a little blurb on here. It says, "What's this? A British-style IPA named after the man who defeated His Majesty's Royal Navy in the War of 1812? Consider this a bold, hoppy, and mildly ironic plunder of wheat." So there you go. Going to pour into this pint glass here. 7.7%. That's getting really close to a double IPA. 7.5 has always been kind of teeter-tottering, and some beers say they're a double IPA at 7.5. Some of them just say they're a regular IPA. This one goes above and beyond and goes 7.7%, and still calls itself an IPA, at least according to the label here. So kudos to Commodore Perry India Pale Ale. Very little head on this beer. Wow, I'm getting almost no head. Just a thin film, maybe a sixth or seventh of a finger, possibly. Very orangey, very see-through as well. You can see my hand kind of going through the glass, which is really weird for an IPA that you can kind of see through it like that. It's almost like the translucency of a Berliner Weiss or something like that. Let's get the aroma. Now there's no head, by the way, on this beer. Very strange. Let's get the aroma now of Commodore Perry. Very faint grapefruity smell. Just a very faint overall smell. I'm definitely getting the citrusy kind of aroma you usually get from IPAs, but I'm not really getting a pow kind of on the senses, which may be a good thing. So let's get the taste now. And of course, it's an English IPA is what it's labeled as, so we're not going to expect that pow either. So take that into consideration with the style. All right, I'm getting a very heavy grapefruit feel to the taste of it. Yeah, a very, very, I don't want to say dank grapefruit. I'm getting a very authentic grapefruit taste. Usually with IPAs, you're getting a very dank, kind of harsh grapefruit. Unless it's a West Coast, then you're getting a very tropical kind of sensation. But I'm getting like an authentic grapefruit taste from this, which is something I don't think I've ever tasted in an IPA before. Um, there's no real pine or citrusy kind of or you know tropical kind of taste to this beer, in my opinion. So it's kind of unlike other IPAs I've had. Yeah, this is really an authentic grapefruit IPA. It's a really good IPA. I like it. I like the difference between this and others. I think Great Lakes did a good job of uh, kind of differentiating itself from other IPAs. That said, I'm going to go ahead and give Great Lakes Commodore Perry IPA a an 8.5 out of 10. I think appearance-wise, it drops down a little bit in that it has no head on it, and it's very see-through, which is really it just plays tricks in the mind. Where it excels, I think, is the taste and the aroma as well. The grapefruit, authentic grapefruit taste is really different. And I think the malt really kind of balances the hoppiness of this beer. It's not a hop bomb; doesn't really go too bitter on the throat, which is amazing. It's a different IPA, not the greatest tasting in the world, but very different and very good too. So I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks.